This message is from an ordinary Hindu living in India, in Mumbai, to all the Muslim leaders of the world. It's from an ordinary Hindu to the sultans and badshahs and amirs of United Arab Emirates and Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. A few days ago, a particular BJP cadre called Nupur Sharma had said certain things which you thought was derogatory to Prophet Muhammad. But my dear King of Saudi Arabia, Sultan of Saudi Arabia, the Amir of United Arab Emirates, to the Badshah of Bangladesh, to the leaders of Talibani Afghanistan, and to Pakistanis, I would like to ask you one question. Do you know in the context of what did Nupur Sharma reluctantly have to criticize Mahamad, the so-called Prophet Mahamad? It was because a Muslim jihadi on national television on prime time in India had abused our God Bhagwan Shiv and Shivling. That's the reason why Nupur Sharma only said that Prophet Muhammad, or the so-called Prophet Muhammad, married an 8 to 9 years old girl when he was 50 years old man. And that is not wrong, because it is there in your Shariah, it's there in your Hadith, it's there in Hadith Sahih Bukhari, Hadith Sahih Muslim. So before accusing Nupur Sharma, burn all those Sharia books, all those Sahih Bukharis and all those Sahih Muslims, and then talk. Even Dr. Zakir Naik Jihadi has proudly accepted that Muhammad had married an underaged 8 to 9 years to max 10 years old Aisha. So what wrong did Nupur Sharma say? Nothing. But in spite of that, the entire Darul Islam, the entire organization of Islamic countries, United Arab Emirates, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, even Bangladesh and Maldives, who are surviving on crumbs given by Hindustan, and not to mention Talibani Afghanistan and Jihadi Pakistan, everybody registered protests. But what protests? Simple thing. If somebody, I ask the Amir of United Arab Emirates and the Badshah of Saudi Arabia, that if somebody abuses your father, will you spare him? You will at least say something over his face. Likewise, if you abuse Hindoo gods, there is going to be a natural reaction, because like how you love Allah, we also revere our Bhagwan Shiv. What Allah is to Muslims, Bhagwan Shiv is to us Hindus. So if you abuse our practices, if you abuse our Hindus and our Hindoo gods, it is but natural a person will have to, he will be forced to react in a way in which Nupur Sharma had done. And Nupur Sharma did not concoct or fabricate abuses against Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad did marry a 8 years old Aisha when he was 50 years old. He even married Zainab, his own adopted son Zaid's wife. That is, he married his daughter-in-law. He did it. So if he did it, then you have to accept it. If you are saying that Nupur Sharma did wrong, but if you are not condemning the jihadi who had abused or who had sparked off this entire controversy by abusing Shiv, it directly and indirectly means that entire United Arab Emirates, Bangladesh, Maldives, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the King of Saudi Arabia, the Amir of Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Talibani, Afghanistan, all have jihadi mindset. They have exposed it actually. which they nurture. It means that Muslims think that they have the birthright to abuse Hindu gods and goddesses, Hindus and Hinduism and Hindustan. But if any Hindu pays them back in their own coin, then he is doing kufr, he is doing shirk, he is doing blasphemy. One tailor in Udaipur tweeted not against Islam, Muslims or Prophet Muhammad. He supported Nupur Sharma in his tweet, and in return of that, two jihadi rabid motherchod dogs sawed off his head in ISIL style. Why didn't the bloody king of Saudi Arabia or the Amir of United Arab Emirates or any Bangladeshi or any Pakistani or Talibani leader condemn the killing of a tailor in Udaipur for just tweeting in support of Nupur Sharma? This proves that you think that you have the birthright, the license, the natural right to abuse Hindus, Hinduism, Hindustan, Hindoo Gods, Shivling. But if we pay you back in your same coin, then it is Sar tan se juda, Sar tan se juda. This proves that everyone in Organization of Islamic Countries, UAE, KSA, the Badshah of Saudi Arabia, the Amir of United Arab Emirates, all have jihadi mindset. And Nupur Sharma is vindicated by your own actions. The only reason why Indians or Hindustan have to tolerate Arab countries is because of your petrol. The day India develops alternative, green, non-fossil fuels like electricity and others for running cars and automobiles, your business will be over. Because you towel heads have no technology, no brains other than your dependency on oil. Once that becomes redundant, like how typewriters became obsolete when computers came in, that will be the day when you realize your real auqat. That will be the day when you will be pimping those 4 or 5 women and scores of concubines you have publicly in the streets of Delhi. Har Har Mahadev. Om Hanumantai Namaha.